Hurt back.
Yeah.
Now he's worried. You cut it. You're hurting. You see? He's not a machine. He's a man. Don't stop it now. You stop and we don't stop. Why you still?
One more time.
Got him hurt back.
Yeah.
Now he's worried. You cut it. You're hurting. You see? He's not a machine. He's a man.
What I want y'all to realize about what we're dealing with. This ain't no fucking secret elite. This ain't no boogeyman. This ain't no spirits coming out of the what they call that, the crypt at the cemetery. Nah, these is men. These are men, flesh and blood. They bleed just like we do. And that's another thing. What did Dutch say? What did Dutch say? Where's it at?
I'm taking her back. We're out of here in 5 minutes. You're not going yet. Look, the rendezvous is 10 to 12 miles away from me. You think the chopper's gonna wait?
Dylan, we make a stand now,
or there would be nobody left to go to the chopper.
There is something else. When the big man was killed, you must have wanted it. Its blood was on the leaves.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
And that's what I need. I need brothers and sisters like that. I need y'all to realize something. They are bleeding. We cut them. we got them hurt. We cut them. Now, I can't show it on here because I don't want the tape to mess up, but I'll let you hear it and I'll show you exactly what I'm dealing with as soon as it pops up. Because I know why they fighting this video. This is it's going to be a strong one. Come on now. Shit, I ain't got to get ready for work for a while. So, play this game in the internet if you want to. That's all right. I'm going to get your ass anyway. Well, while we're waiting for the screen to pop up, even though I don't understand why it's taking so fucking long. You see me right here. Oh, let's try this again. Okay.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. And of course, here's the meme of the day brought to you by 5mind.com. Now, we've covered some pretty wild clips relating to the 2020 election, alleged fraud or mishandling of ballots. We've seen some pretty damning stuff, but this, my friends, this might be the most damning yet. Yeah, once again, it's the exact same situation, the same trend. What the left told you definitely isn't happening and has never happened. Well, it appears is literally happened or has happened. We got a clip here that is absolutely freaking wild, showing a Michigan Secretary of State official caught on video in 2020 where she's seen and heard ordering election volunteers to count ballots that apparently all contain the exact same signature, and they make continued efforts to separate those ballots, to have those ballots investigated.
Now, I don't know if if maybe the internet is slow on my side. It shouldn't be though, because they said something else. It can't caption the screen right now, but it doesn't make any sense because it's a YouTube video. It should always be able to capture that. And it's like I'm not even playing it. I paused it. So we're gonna listen to this. I wanted to show y'all the screen at the same time. Hold on, let me see if I can. It's just acting real funny right now. Like, The thing that makes me laugh is I'm not even showing. I'm letting the audio talk before I even go, stupid, dumb, hard on this. This is basically in Georgia. I just want to show y'all something before I get into the whole alien talk and them. I want you to realize how fake they are, bro. They're schemers and scammers and dirtbags. That's all they are.
Not happening. This isn't an audit, she says, and tells them to just get the presidential count. This is an absolutely wild one. Let me show you guys exactly what happened. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so take a look at this.
Yeah, they've got all kinds of stuff in the bag.
We don't know what to count here.
Yeah.
Count yourself. All right, so Don, what we need to do now, you want this to
Yeah.
But these are actual ballots.
These are ballots.
And they're all in the spoiled ballot pack.
Well,
Is that right?
well, that's what this was my counts, because if we don't have the counts, then we can't move forward. And we understand that there is a concern with this precinct, but this is not a time for you to be investigating right now.
Did you
This
find
is a
something
time
else?
for you. No. So you need to move forward with the audit so we can get the numbers, so we can see how many ballots are here.
But wait, okay, so when we're done with the audit, there is still the opportunity to challenge the fact that we have multiple ballots with the very same signature.
I don't know if challenge is the right word, but until we get
We're
it.
challenging.
We'll go ahead and count the ballots.
Right, we need you to move forward.
But we will separate out and count those. And there's going to be an asterisk saying these ballots are the same.
And again, we know that you have a concern with this precinct, and as soon, when you get done with the audit part of it, not an investigation, not counting, that's not your role right now, this very minute. So what I need you to do is complete the audit so we can get a number of how many ballots are in this can when you start counting, and we can move forward from there. Okay, so what I need for you guys to do right now is to finish the audit process.
We'll have a number.
We'll have a number. With a valid or invalid.
That is not the process right now. The process right now is for you to put them in the piles where they belong for the presidential vote and count the presidential votes.
Dog, are you guys hearing this? These are auditors. These are auditors in Georgia in 2020 telling the bitch, you have multiple of the same fucking thing, bro. This is cheating. And she's like, no, don't worry about that right now. What I need you to do is I need you to just count how many. I just need you to count how many are for Biden. It doesn't matter if they're duplicates, if they're fake, if they're set up. That I don't give a damn about that. I just need you to count how many Biden's got. Cheating. Literal cheating. These are the same people that said, nah, the election was counted fair and square. Don't worry about it. Trump's just mad because he lost. All this different stuff. And it's like, no, bro, we literally have you like on film. Like, nigga, they didn't record her face, but they recorded your voice. Bitch, we have you.
We understand that there is possibly an issue with this precinct. We understand that. But what I need for you to do right now is finish the presidential race audit, not separate them out, and then move forward from there. Okay, but I need you to continue the process right now.
You realize that the former state representative has issues with counting ballots and making it valid.
I understand.
He said, as a state representative, I have a problem with counting in ballots that are invalid. And she's like, yeah, I know. But right now, we don't need you to worry about that right now. What you just do. It's just add up the tally. How many Biden got? How many Trump got? That's all we need you to do.
Yeah, but until we get a count, we need that piece done first. We need the audit piece done first because that's why we're here. And we will look at the numbers. Okay. And I understand that there may be an issue. And I understand your concerns. So if we can complete the audit piece right now, and we can move forward, okay? Thank you. This is not an investigation right now.
I am honestly speechless. You've got election workers volunteering counting these ballots, and you heard the quote there. We got the same signature on all of these ballots. We probably shouldn't count them. Signature verification, of course, is a very important part of the process. And she basically tells them, well, that's not your job. Just keep counting the ballots. We just have to get the result out there. It's obvious what was going on. Just get the result that showed that Joe Biden had won. And then once that's been declared, well, there's basically no going back now, is there? And in that video.
Now, the reason I'm showing that is because I want y'all to understand something. These are the people you're dealing with. When you guys are talking about space and all this different shit, these are the people that are telling you this stuff. Now, I don't know why well, actually, I do know why it's acting stupid. It's acting stupid because I'm beating ass right now. Like, I'm serious. Like I said, they're acting like a complete bitch because I'm destroying them. I'm literally about to destroy their ass. So, where we at? This motherfucker want to act like a... Okay. So, aliens and space talk and all this bullshit that I don't know why the hell people are still fun. I guess because y'all know you got to die one day, so you figure, fuck it. You might as well just live in illusions. But, you know, I don't feel it's right of you to be able to live in illusions and then, you know, complain about real stuff. Like, you guys shouldn't be able to complain about, you know, why the rich are rich and the poor are poor. And all you guys shouldn't complain about stuff like that. If you're gonna believe in the spook man and you're gonna believe in aliens and you believe in chakras and all that, then you shouldn't be able to use real information. You shouldn't be able to. You should have to stay in your dumb ass illusions and not step in the arena of grown adult conversations. And I can hear people already. They'll be like, well, that's not fair because these are supposedly the leaders and runners of the world telling us this stuff. But at the same time, you see how, you know, they didn't want to give all the names on the Epstein list. Retarded. Bro, this shit went through 3 different presidencies. Like, it literally went through the Bushes, the Obamas, the Bidens, and it's like, okay, Trump didn't bring it up, but I don't see how the fuck he was going to be able to that first time. I don't think he was going to be able to. You guys hit him with so much Russian collusion in court cases and shit. How the hell was he going to be able to bring out these files? So I can understand why he didn't bring them out the first time. The second time around, he did bring them out. So you got Obama recently on he was at a interview, and he was saying how, you know, they're not little green men, but there are aliens. Aliens exist. That's what he was talking about. And everybody went, you know, hook, line, and sinker. It's like, see, there's aliens. There's aliens. You know, the whole extraterrestrial thing is one of the most sinister things white people have ever used to molest kids. It's crazy because people really believe this stuff, even though they know they were told about anal probing. So these aliens are coming Cthulhu miles away just to play with your butt. Why? That doesn't even make any damn sense. So I wanted you guys to know about a story about a 12-year-old girl that was lied to and she was told she was abducted by aliens, but really it was a white guy who wanted to molest her. This happened in the 70s. This happened in 74. Let's get more detailed about this story. In 1974, 12-year-old Jan Broberg from Pocatello in Idaho was abducted by Robert B. Brechtold, a 37-year-old family friend and neighbor. Brechtold, a manipulative predator, had groomed the entire Boberg family, befriending Jan's parents. Bob and Marianne, through church and community ties, he convinced them to allow Jan to accompany him on a horseback ride trip to Mexico, where he drugged her, staged a fake marriage, and subjected her to repeated sexual abuse, claiming it was part of an alien mission to save humanity. Brechtold also had seduced both parents, having affairs with Marianne and coercing Bob into a sexual encounter to ensure their silence and accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Like they were accomplished to the crime. When Jan was recovered after 44 days, the Brobergs, paralyzed by shame and manipulation, did not press charges. 2 years later, in 1976, Brechtold kidnapped Jan again, this time enrolling her in a California Catholic boarding school under the alias Janice Williams. In posing as an undercover CIA agent, the FBI located her after 3 months, but Brechtold fled and was only briefly jailed for failing to register as a sex offender. He continued stalking the family, even firebombing their home in 1978. In 1986, Brechtold was convicted of sexually abusing another child and served 1 year in prison. He faced no charges for Jan's abduction due to the Bobergs' initial reluctance and legal loopholes at the time. Jan, now a survivor and advocate, detailed her ordeal in the 2017 memoir Stolen Innocence and the Netflix disclosures Abducted in Plain Sight, 2017, updated 2022, exposed Brechtold's psychological control. Brechtold died by suicide on January 10th, 2005, during a court hearing for violating a restraining order filed by Jan as of October 2025. Jan Broberg, 63, speaks internationally on grooming and child safety through the Jan Broberg Foundation, helping others recognize and prevent predatory manipulation. That was her. That was the dude. Now, I'm bringing this up because of being Mr. 77.1. See, when you get into the history of the word alien, it's going to go back to Latin. That's where it's going to go. And it's going to mean stranger, foreigner from a distant land. That's what it means. Okay. To me, what the evil white people did was they took science on the ground and put it in the air. Now, I've heard of this. I've heard of primordializing, people taking stuff from Earth and putting it in the air. That's how y'all get all these religions and stuff like that. That's how they did it. They promothalize themselves. They put themselves in the stars. Okay, that's what he did. Claiming to be an alien and all this different type of stuff. So Obama comes out talking about aliens are real. They're just not little green men. Of course they're not. They're elite perverts and pedos. That's what they are. See, when people talk about reptilians, y'all got to remember, you seen a fucking iguana here. Like, everything is coming from Earth. Like, we never said that the animals fell out the sky. Nobody ever said that. So when you guys talk about reptiles, reptilians, shapeshifters, all that different stuff, all that's right here, though. Excuse me. Every piece of footage you showed me of someone shapeshifting is here. You're even using stuff that you got from here, like videotapes, CDs, cameras, all that different stuff. You're using stuff that's made here to illustrate shapeshifters. If you do some research, the word, extraterrestrial, alien, referring to outer space doesn't start until the 1900s. So that means anything that they found here or abroad that they're referring to space and all this different aliens type of, they really can't claim that the word in essence was talking about something from outer space. It just means foreigner. It just means something from another land. You're a stranger. That's all it means. So I'm saying that to say this, guys. Do you really want to save these kids? Do you really care about them? Okay. If you do, you're going to have to start teaching the lessons in the stories. You know what I'm saying? Because that's pretty much what happened. Everybody has become an official bird brain. Nowadays, everybody's just, they're not getting the message in the story. They're just taking the story and then they're floating off with it. And now everybody's spooked out. But in doing such, all the kids are being messed with. Now, I can hear people a mile away because I already know how people are. They're on some stuff like, well, it's the government. You know what I'm saying? It's all of them. They're all involved, because I've heard this before. They're all involved. It's the government. They're all dirty. That's what everybody's saying. They're all dirty. Nobody's clean. Just everybody's dirty. And it's like, okay, that's cool if that's what you want to say. You know what I mean? But that's not the case. The case is everybody ain't dirty. In reality, the people that are dirty are not trying to expose what they do. But they do in plain sight. But they're not trying to expose what they do. If you're dirty, you're not going to expose the game. Now, I'm not talking about Trump because Trump's like, well, get the fuck out of here. Like Trump by himself. No. People like Alex Jones. Motherfuckers put that dude through the ringer and he was keeping it real with you the whole time. There's a gang of people out here that have been talking to us and telling us some shit. But here's the thing. They speak with a forked tongue because they're going to talk about shit in the air. There ain't no fucking alien. The alien is the elite fucking sick people touching the kids and doing what they're doing. That's why they're foreign. That's why they're strangers. They are strange. What they do and how they operate is strange. It's foreign. It's alien to us. So in turn, are they lying to you? When they say, oh yeah, aliens are real, they're not talking about what they even will tell you out of their mouth. Oh, but they're not little green men. Why would Obama admit that? Why is he telling you that the aliens are real, but they're not little green men? What does he mean by that? Then you think about people when they talk about the Greys and how they got abducted by the Greys and the Greys are experimenting on them and stuff like that. Okay, what is the Greys? What is that? Let's use masonry now. What is the gray? They talking about gray area. Why? Because we don't know how they abduct these people. You could already be drugged up like the guy did to the 12-year-old in the story. He drugged her up. Staged a marriage in Mexico, everything. Like, they're going to mess with your head. Then with the whole Epstein thing and knowing code language and stuff like that from Pizzagate a long time ago, it should be pretty evident. They're shutting down your government, begging for more money, but you know what they did with the money. Okay, they're talking about aliens are real, but they're not little green people. Okay, they're saying don't call immigrants or illegal immigrants illegal aliens, but they're not expressing to you where this word comes from. It comes from Latin. It's an original word that means foreign, stranger. That's what it means. You know what I'm saying? It's not from this land. That's what it literally means. So why would they get mad at you for calling someone something that they are, and you're claiming that is racist, but it honestly has a Latin or origin. It has a Latin origin. The word alien is a Latin word. So how is it offensive calling supposed Latin people or whoever this word? Like, why would they be offended by it? It's a classic word. It's old. The devil speaks with a forked tongue. They're playing with your head. I'm just showing y'all for real. I've already proved where you guys got the word alien from. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, Spanish language is European. Portugal, Spain, France, and Italy, all Europe. That's where the Latin language is from, right? That's where it broke from, right? Okay. So you have a European word that ends up becoming something that people created from outer space in the 1900s. You see that this whole point of this alien is to anal probe, is to stick something in your butt. Okay. Then you have the abduction story where a white guy actually plays off as he's an alien. He molested the whole family, molested the husband, the wife, the daughter, kidnapped her. We don't know what the hell he did. Like, nobody's going to ask her the details of what happened, but we already know this dude was going buck wild on his little 12-year-old. Like, he just losing his mind. He got a whole story. Okay, it's odd that aliens have a story about anal probing. Then you have Obama this month talking about, oh yeah, aliens are real. They're just not little green men. So are they like politicians? Are they like athletes, celebrities? Maybe. All I'm saying is, hey, if you take a word that's from the ground called alien and then you throw it up in the sky and you get spooked out with it, why would I think that you're an intelligent person? But what I'm talking about, and with the files to match and you put it together, you can clearly see the play. Who else has been doing this play? A lot of different people. NOIs, Nwabians. A lot of different people have played this spook man alien talk. Malachi Z. York. He talked about being an extraterrestrial. What was he doing down there? Playing with a bunch of kids' booties. So, if you don't want to use your brain, if you don't want to let it work, you're going to get played by others that are using their brain. But if you do want to use your brain, then you're going to have to be honest with yourself. You need to stop spooking shit out and put it on the ground to where it makes sense, to where you can use it, because that's exactly what they're doing. There's no way in hell that a nation of people can come to another nation, indoctrinate them with a book, beat, rape, and pillage, take the land, and then claim that, oh, the book made us, now we're good, and then still be doing the same shit today and not worried about this, God in this book. You can't be out of 155 school shootings, you're 84 of them. You can't be out of 100%, you're 77.1 of the child porn buyers. You can't be that and be worried about that you told, unless you're full of shit. And that's the thing. Nothing has cracked the clouds to deal with this dude. So clearly, because he's allowed to do what he's doing on Earth, you must be allowed to stop it. You guys just are not choosing to do it. But I'm telling you, with this Pizzagate, Epstein file shit, with the names being out, yo.
Yeah, he's worried. Teddy, you're hurting. You see, he's not a machine. He's a man.
It's not an alien. It's wicked motherfuckers on Earth doing what they're doing. And y'all just, how the fuck do you sound like a conspiracy theorist? Obama talking about aliens. Hillary Clinton arguing with some prime minister, foreign dude, talking about, oh, we need to secure our borders. And border or immigration policy is all messed up. Sound like Trump to me, motherfucker. So how? You see? It's London Bridge is falling down. It's all crumbling down. It's just, will you guys sustain, you know what I'm saying? Or will you fall victim to voting Democrat? You know what I'm saying? You might be voting Democrat in 2026. You might be voting Democrat this year because you lost. But with all the money gone, all the homosexuals, all the crime, all the stuff that you see around them and them not giving an F about it, you should be able to put two and two together. You should know who David Icke was talking about. When they're talking about these fucking serpents and fucking reptilians, you should understand it now. Now you don't have to be spooked out no more because you're grown. You should be able to see what he's talking about. It's right here. And they don't need to turn green on you. No, that's not what it is. That's all symbolism. They're just talking about the axe. The axe that they're doing is of a serpent. It's of a demon. Reptilian, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing. Reptilian, demon, serpent. It's all the same shit. Wicked motherfuckers. Wicked motherfuckers. And they trying to hide behind green, claiming like they from the earth and they natural. No. Even all the way down to the little green men. Get the science. Goes.